It's a great day for Uganda. It's a nostalgic day. It gives us a memory of when we are attaining independence in 1962, because Uganda joined the non-aligned movement in 1964 in the conference or summit in Cairo. But before that, NAM had started its conferences earlier. NAM is an idea that was started by the then president of Yugoslavia, Joseph Tito. This man had just broken off from the USSR, which is today Russia, and he was wondering how he and his country would survive the big forces of Cold War, because during the Cold War there was a division of the world into two, or what they normally call the bipolar situation, where we had the Western capitalists led by the United States and followed by a number of countries from Western Europe, and then we had USSR leading the communist bloc, and so many other countries in Eastern Europe and Asia. And these two were fighting a psychological war, which was called a Cold War, through their armed forces of NATO or NATO and the Warsaw Pact. And therefore these people, having just attained independence, wanted to see how they could survive this huge wind of the Cold War. And for that matter, they decided to come up with a force which they named non-aligned. They didn't want to be capitalist, they didn't want to be communist, they wanted to be neutral. But this neutrality does not mean that they were not doing some sort of communism, because if you see, Yugoslavia was a socialist country, but they didn't want to go and fight in terms of supporting NATO or Warsaw Pact. So convincing other people, they were joined later by the then Prime Minister of India, Nehru, and then 5 countries came to be, including Yugoslavia, India, then Egypt, Ghana, and Indonesia. And those are the first who sat in the summit of 1961 in Belgrade. We are moving in the right direction. We are adapting to technology. We are adapting to a number of ideas, but also maintaining our egalitarianism. In fact, many people who come in Africa here, they are normally not very happy with what they see as buildings, but they are happy, for example, the value of a family, the value of how people develop in a community, in a village. If you go to our villages, how the people help each other there. That's a very important thing. You may not find it in Europe, you may not find it in other places. It is a unique thing for Uganda. So what I think, in my view, is right now to move a big gear, and we see how we can push our people out of poverty, how we can maintain and sell our ideas outside Uganda, and we also become seriously idea exporters. The other day I heard the president was saying that very soon we shall be exporting people to Christianize Europeans, and that's something we are waiting to see. So I really feel that things like NAM, to a local human being in the village there, they may not really understand what it helps him or her to survive there. But NAM is a force that can now be used to debate and agitate and campaign, because you see these movements, you don't go there just to be a participant. You must be getting something for your people.
Congratulations on the chairmanship of the